News coming in from the US, where 2 teenage boys were killed and 8 others were wounded after gunfire erupted at a party in a short-term rental home in Pittsburgh early Sunday. One of at least 3 mass shootings across the US on Easter weekend has been reported. The 2 other shootings, both in South Carolina, left a total of 18 people with bullet wounds, once again reigniting calls among advocates for meaningful gun control legislation.
What we know currently, and again, I say this is very preliminary, we had 12 injured, no fatalities. I repeat, no fatalities. 10 suffered gunshot wounds, 8 were transported, 2 self-reported to area hospitals. Of the 8 gunshot wounds, 2 are in critical but stable, 6 are stable. We had 2 that were injured during the stampede. Non-gunshot wounds, but were injured. And again, we're transported folks to 3 area hospitals. We have 3 people detained. What we know is at least 3 people were seen with firearms inside the mall, and at least 1 person fired a weapon.
And we have Bhakti joining us from the digital desk. Bhakti, over to you. What more details can you share with us?
Yeah, so we're getting news that there has been a mass shooting that has been reported in the U.S., South Carolina actually, and another shooting that has been reported in Pittsburgh. Now, this has been reported on Easter Sunday, and if you notice that there have been 3 mass shootings that have been reported over the Easter weekend. 2 of them have been in South Carolina. The third mass shooting has been reported in Pittsburgh. Now, the first mass shooting that was reported on Saturday was in South Carolina in a shopping mall where at least 12 people were injured and 3 of them have been already detained. The second mass shooting came in Pittsburgh, where unfortunately 2 minors have already lost their lives to gunshot wounds, and there were apparently more than 200 people in a party. Most of them are minor people, and according to the police, more than 50 rounds were fired in the party, inside the party, and it injured more than 18 people in the party. Now, the third mass shooting comes from South Carolina again on early Sunday, when it happened in a nightclub where around 12 people were again injured. Fortunately, there has been no loss of life here, and police are still investigating the matter, but there have been no arrests so far. Back to you.
Thanks, Bhakti, for taking us through all those details. Time for a very short break. On the other side, we'll get you the latest from Karnataka, where Section 144 has been imposed after mayhem in Hubli. Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif writes to PM Modi, says wants meaningful engagement with India.